until we always get the full hang of all of this, it's like, okay, I can do this, but let me see.
Yeah, yeah. I've been doing this for a long time, and I still hit the wrong button every once in a while.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely hit the wrong button.
Come through, Ann.
Okay, so it's Helena. Is that who it is?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know where to change the name to rename it?
No. Where am I
No.
changing?
Okay. So go into where it says participants on the bottom,
Yeah.
and you'll see where it says grant. Go over to where it says more and hit on that.
Got
And that
participants.
and you'll see a part that says rename.
Oh, okay.
And
You don't want
and then
me.
just type that in. Just,
Okay.
get rid of the grant and put in your name.
Okay.
Good.
Right. Okay.
All right, wonderful. I'll just ask you one other thing. Can you get your either you up higher or your computer down lower so I can see you?
Got it.
Hi, good. Perfect.
Okay, got it.
Great. And Mary, good morning.
Good morning. Whoops, I just left. Wait a minute.
We're good. We see you.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Alan, I can't see anything. I have to get my tech helper here.
Okay.
What did you hit?
I don't know.
Look up at view, up at the top,
Okay.
It was
maybe.
underneath.
What's that?
It was
Oh, is it-
underneath.
Oh, now I'm here. Now I see you.
Good. Very good. All right. Wonderful. Thank you, Alan.
Oh, you know, I wanted to change this and
What?
to take your name out. Can I do that from here?
You can do that. Go into participants
Back each time. You hit the three dots.
or the three dots.
You type it there. It goes back each time. Apparently.
Just
You did that
because-
last time.
Just means that you're not going to be here. We got it.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. And we'll see who comes on today.
Is it nice and warm there in Florida?
Actually, for us, it's been chilly.
Oh.
Yeah, it was in the 50s this morning, which is for us is cold, but
Where are you?
it's warming up. It's going to go into the 60s, so that'll be better.
Where are you, Ann?
I'm in Sarasota,
Okay.
Florida, West
I'm up
Coast.
in Ocala. We're up in Ocala.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's not far. Yeah.
No, not far, no. Then we go back to New Jersey. Then I got back home to New Jersey for Passover.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, that's good. It sounds good. Hi, Janice.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay. There we go. I'm missing somewhere. 1, 2, 3. Janice, Leslie, Mary. Here we go. All right. Julia always asks me to take roll. Just see who comes. So we'll see what happens. I must tell you that teaching beginners to adults is different than teaching it to children, obviously.
Yeah.
And so I went on the Shalom Aleichem, the guide this morning, just to get an idea what it is that he really expected. So I think we're going to do some things a little different, maybe. The same but different. So we'll work it out. Hi, Margie.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Good, good.
I'm renaming.
Okay, good. Janice, you want to rename too? Okay. I was on the past president's, there was a past president's meeting last night, and I'm a past region president. So, and I came right from Hebrew school virtually, so of course it pops up Nora Ann. So, nope, I don't want to do that. So I had to change it. So I rename all the time. Hi, Dorothy. Okay. How are we doing time-wise? All right. I'm actually going to give it just a minute and then we're going to get moving.
And I apologize ahead of time. I really do have to leave by 11 because I have to be someplace. So,
Sure. No, that's okay. That's okay. I understand. I do like it to be over 11 because then I go on to Makom B'Yachad. Any of you go on to that yet?
Yeah.
Do you, Helena? Good. Well, for the others of you, you get a newsletter. You should be getting the Women's League newsletter. And if you scroll down, and you have to go into view entire, scroll down, you'll see Makom B'Yachad. It's a wonderful time, 3 times a week, where we get together with women from all over the United States and Canada. And we do a little study. We do a Mishaberach. We do the Kaddish list. It was created mainly because when we couldn't get into our synagogues, and women needed to say Kaddish, Rabbi Ellen Wallens Field said, let's do this. So we do, and it's a wonderful time. So if you ever want to try, it's at 12 o'clock noon, Eastern time. I'm not sure where all of you are or if it's Eastern time. And so that's why I like us to be finished at 11 also. All right, we are going to get started. The first thing I will start with is when you say good morning, you say Boker Tov. When someone says Boker Tov to you, the response should be Boker or. Or means light. Boker is good, and if you spread this statement out, it's may the light be good to you. Just like if someone says Shalom Aleichem to you, according to our tradition, we say Alechem Shalom. Peace be with you, and we say with you be peace. It's just this little ritual tradition that we do as Jews. So,
Booker
what
T,
more?
light, you said Light? Maybe
Yes.
light.
Or means light, like sunlight or light. That's what or is. It's in English it would be OHR, and in Hebrew it's the U and the resh. So it's light.
Well,
Because
the Quaker people use light a lot also.
many religions do. Many religions, because actually light is what we all need. Light feels good. As a matter of fact, the Torah portion this Shabbat, and the only reason why I know it is because my daughter's doing a Devar Torah, a sermon actually at her synagogue, is about the Ner Tamid. And the Ner Tamid is our everlasting light. So that light is just so important to all of us. Whether you realize it or not, light makes you feel better. Darkness, that can be depressing to some people, darkness. So light is just a phenomenal thing. It really is. Okay, so I hope you all looked over the Bierman and saw some of that. But we're going to screen share and we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to try and see if we can get this Galankin Shalom Aleichem together right. So in this, Rabbi Galankin basically felt that he wanted when you're learning Hebrew to be learning prayers, Friday night prayers, as you're learning the Hebrew. I'm going to stop share a minute just to see your faces and all. How many of you feel you read some Hebrew?
A little, I mean,
A little.
Yeah.
A little. Okay, a little.
but you're
So
right.
that's
When
good.
you're following, it's easier. Like when you're at a service and you know what I'm saying, it's easier to follow. Yes. Mhm.
Right. The thing that I have learned in my other classes is often you're following and they're going faster and you're not pronouncing all your words correctly. And that's the key. If you're going to say a prayer, you need to say those words correctly, because if you say it differently, you're literally saying something else. So you need to be pronouncing the words that are in front of you correctly. And I know I used to be this way. They would be going so fast, mostly the men, and I'm trying to keep up. And I was definitely mumbling words. So I wasn't really saying my prayers correctly. So it's really important. All right, let's go back into this book. All right. So the basic prayer was Shalom Aleichem, which is, if any of you have home Shabbat service, and sometimes they do it in a synagogue, Shalom Aleichem is the prayer that we basically say before we say our blessings over the bread and other blessings. Could anybody, I'd like to ask if anybody would try and read the first line, reading it. You don't have to sing it yet, reading it. Anybody?
I'll try.
Okay, Margie, good.
Shalom Aleichem Malachi HaSharet.
Yes.
Right? Is that right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Who knew I knew that? Malachi El Yon. Yon?
Yon, right. Final nun. Good.
No, keep going? No?
Yeah, so when should, yeah, actually, that's one line. He breaks it down into lines. That's great. You did it. Janice, how about you? Let's see. I know you know a lot. That's some your words and all. So let's hear that.
Me melech mal he ham ha ma lahim ha ka
Mm-hmm.
dosh ha kadosh
Baruch.
baruch hu.
Yes, good. This is Hamalachim. It's kind of a blend. The Ham, you hear the M sound. Sometimes it would say Ham, but it's Hamalachim. Good. Okay. Mary, want to give a go at it? Line 3. And you
You know,
can say no. Any of you can say no. So,
Yeah, I'm going to listen for this.
okay.
This is too
All right.
hard for
Good.
me.
All right. Dorothy, how about you? Line 3.
I'll try. Boachem, the
Mhm.
Shalom, Malachi, Hashalom, Malachi, Elion, Elion.
Elyon, yes, yes, very good. Great. All right. Let me just go up here. All right. Helene, you want to try line 4?
Me melech,
Lech.
me, wait, me melech
Good.
mal malachi a malach come
All right. So it's ha-me-la-chim.
Say it again.
Ha-me-la-chim. All right.
Kadosh Baruch Hu.
Now, look at that. What's that?
Who?
Yes, yes. That's a hey. Who? All right, good. Let me see if I've missed anyone who's here. No. Okay, Leslie. Could I get you to do line 5?
Ah. Mm, not really. No, that first one's got me stumped. Is it?
Okay, it's Barachuni. Barachuni. This becomes a blend. Barachuni.
Achuni le shalom
Good.
mala 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 mala
Not le. It's not. It's mal ah.
ma la a
Okay, it's a blend. It's a blend. Mal ah che.
mal I see that's an aleph. Malache
Good.
Chashalom Malache Elyon.
Good. Yes. Okay. See, you guys are
That's
doing great.
cheating because I recognize those words. I'm
Right.
singing it in my head. That's how I recognize it.
It's true. You've all heard the prayer. And the interesting thing is, as you can see, is it's repetitive. That second line is the same. Mi melech malche hamalachim habakadosh baruch hu. That's repetitive. So it's that first part that's always a little different. Okay, so let's see. Margie, why don't you go back? Let's do line 7.
A,
What is that?
oh, is that a say?
Tzadi. It's a tzadi.
Sad, so, say, so the 2 dots, say? How do you say?
Yes. Yes.
Say. Oh, okay. Say Techam.
Naham. 3 dots like a triangle is the
Say Dechan. Cham?
eh.
Chem? Oh, say Dechem.
Mm-hmm.
No? Yeah.
Yes.
Say Dechem.
Not d. It's a t, like a
Oh, I
T.
meant T. Yeah.
Yeah.
My head said that and my mouth said the other.
That's okay.
Sorry. Lishalom Mala
Shalom.
Shalom. Oh, Lishalom Malache Ha Shalom. Excuse me. Malache Elyon.
Good. Yes. Okay. And everybody, it's me, Melech, Malachi Hamlochim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. All right. Well, that's great. So now we go down. Now, of course, I don't read Hebrew. I don't read music, so I couldn't do this. I can sing it. And I don't know if you all know the tune or not. And it's the same. Each stanza, which is 1 and 2, 3 and 4, each stanza is the same tune. So, it goes Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hasharet, Malachi Elyon. That's how I've done it. There may be different tunes to it. So that's basically how we do it. And then it repeats the same way. Boachem l'shalom, Malachi Hashalom, Malachi Elyon. So we'll go over that again, but you all did great. So then we had talked about this, the word melech, and this is the mem, and we saw that that's in here quite a bit. The mem, in me melech, and who remembers what melech means?
King.
Mm-hmm. King, ruler, yep.
Mhm.
Okay, so and we did go over this, and I think I had said we would come back to what Rabbi Galankin shows you is that we talked about 1 dot is an E, 2 dots is an A sound, such as in may, the 1 dot as in me, and the 3 dots in a triangle is eh, meh. Meh is a slang word, actually. You say meh, like, okay, whatever. So then we've got the mem down, and I think you all did very well. Next was the lamed. And the lamed can come anywhere in a word. It can come in the beginning, the middle, or the end. And the lamed is like an L, le. So I know we did these first 3 lines, but let's I'm going to have each of you read a line, and just so you'll see how it's being put together and the different vowels that are with it. So let's start. I'm going to start at the Dorothy, if you would start with line 4, please.
Li, le, li, le, li.
Thank you. Okay. And Janice, line 5.
Lay, 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 le, lay, li, le, 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 li, le, lay.
Good. Thank you. Leslie, line 6.
Me, le, me, li, me, le.
Yes. And you can see it comes in any combinations. Helena, line 7.
Mele, mele.
Wait. Stop a minute. I think I hear you adding a ch. So it's just me, le.
Mele, I'm sorry. Mele,
Good.
mele, 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 Mele.
So he does that in the combination. So you see the melech. We know that it's melech. This is part of melech, king.
Right.
It's also part of malcha, malcha. It's a combination we see a lot. All right. Line 8. Let's go with Margie.
Me me, me mel, me
Mm-hmm.
mel,
Mm-hmm.
melech,
No,
me
no, cha.
me melech,
Yes.
me melech. No, me mal, me mel,
Mel. Yes. Good.
mel.
Good. Good. The one thing I always stress to everyone is to read what you see, because, like I said before, it changes the word if you add something different. Okay, and it's all practice. Believe me, it is all practice. Mary, if you let's have you read line 9.
Okay. Me, mele, me, mele, uh, mele, mele, mele.
Yes, yes, good. All right, and we'll go back up. Dorothy, line 10.
Mele, 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 mele.
I think that's the same line you read before. But it was up higher. All right. So it is part of Melech. And here they add that final chaf. There are 5 final letters. And we'll get through them each time that they come at the end only in that shape and form, and they have a certain way they're pronounced. So here we have it, the chaf, the final chaf. We have a chaf in the word. It's either a kaf with a dot in it or a chaf, and we'll get to it later. But the final chaf is always like this, with a little cap and a line down, and you hear ch. And you'll hear it with a vowel sometimes. So the first line is just the chaf, and it's ch, ch, ch. That's what you hear. But then they may give us some vowels. So I'm going to ask you to read a line and read what you're seeing right here. So we are, I think, okay. Janice, please read line 2.
Mich, mech, 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 mich, mech. Oh, mech.
Yes, yes, thank you. Good. And Leslie, line,
Lich,
where
lech,
am I? Line 3.
line 3.
Yes,
Lich, lich, lech, 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 lich, lech.
good. Yes, thank you. Helena, line 4.
Lich,
No, look at 2 dots.
E,
2
Lee.
dots is an A. 2 dots is the A.
Wait, gotta check my sheet. Okay. It has a long E on the paper. Okay.
All right, so
So
what's
2
the
dots is,
first? That's all right. What's the first word?
so you're saying lay?
Lay. Yes, it's 2 dots is an A.
Okay. Uh, Lech,
Mm-hmm.
Lach,
No, 3 dots.
Lech, Lech,
Okay, good.
Lech,
No, look at that. 2 dots under both of those.
La.
2 dots is the A sound.
Okay. Lech,
Yeah, but this is 2 dots. Say it again.
Lech, I can't. Lech,
It's lay, lech. You have to
Lech.
hear the A both times. Lay, lech.
I've been doing the No, it's E. Lee. I've been doing this E. Okay.
Well, but 1 dot is an E. 2 dots is the A sound.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
Point to it.
Here.
Okay. le, lay,
Okay,
le, lech.
good. Yes, good. Yeah, just you have to remember that 1 dot E, 2 dots A, 3 dots E.
Yeah, but on the paper, and I've always said E, long E with the 2 dots, okay?
What paper do you have that?
The one you gave it, the one on the attachment,
The colored one, the one in colors?
one in colors. Now, let me
Well,
look
it
at
should.
Wait, let me look
I-
at the one in colors now.
All right, wait a minute.
Oh,
I
see.
am,
Yeah, the
if
one in
you,
colors, you're right. The one in colors,
so look at it. Look at 1 dot
yeah,
and it says E,
I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Was the 2 you're saying is A, and in red is F.
but that's E. That's okay. It's, if you look under gray, that's where the 2 dots are. And the 2 dots are gray, A. The E was the 3 dots in red, E.
Under red, you have 2 dots and you have an asterisk. Why do you have the asterisk?
All right, wait a minute. That's, I don't have it in front of me, but
Never mind, I'll ask you later.
yes,
That's okay.
I'll go over that later. I will check it out, but I'll just tell you that the 1 dot is a E, the 2 dots are A, as in gray.
Okay,
And it's just the 2 dots. Then the E would be in red, as in the word red, E. Okay.
okay.
All right. So Margie, where was I? 7, I think.
Mele, 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 mele.
Okay.
Easy one.
Mary, line 8.
Okay. Me, le, he? No. How do you pronounce this?
Cha, cha.
Huh.
It's a guttural sound, comes from the back of your throat. Cha.
Huh.
Okay.
Mel, mele, mel, le, melecha,
Not, it's melech.
melech.
Good.
Okay. Melech.
Yes.
Melech.
Melech. Yes. Good.
Melech.
Okay. All righty. Yeah. See, they show you get each individual letter, then we put it together. Okay. Let's go back up. Dorothy, if you would please read line 9.
Melech, 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 melech.
Yes. Thank you. And, Janice, line 10. You're muted, dear.
Okay, did it again.
That's
Me
all right.
melech, me melech, me melech.
Yes. Okay. So here he says that the CH or the KH sound is in Yiddish that's a little bit different with diach, but it's the same sound as the ch. Like I always try to explain, it comes from the back of your throat. If it's not something you've heard from childhood, it's something you have to learn. But if many of us who have heard it from childhood, it comes naturally because you've heard that sound. So it's just a matter of practice. It is only used at the end of the word. That chuf sound, the final chuf. That's why it is our final one. Only at the end. Like I said, we have 5 final letters only at the end of a word. Okay, so we're going to take this a little bit different. And here we show that this is the letter chaf. This is a final chaf, but this is the letter chaf. It will often change the meaning, but there's always a yud after this one because if it were at the end, it would be this one. But if it's anywhere else, it's in the middle and it's a chaf. And like I say, there's this yud at the end, which tells you that it's a chaf. It's going to sound the same because it's the chaf, but this is inside and this is the final. So this word is malche.
Ask
And
a question.
I'm sorry, what?
So can I just ask a question? But here, is it just for practice or showing not the final cuff, but at the end, You could have it at the end as well, or always have
With a yud. You have to have a yud there or something else. You can't have it it could not be just this. It would, excuse me, if it were at the end with nothing after it, it would be this final chaf.
Okay, so on the practice sheet, it's just for practice. That's why they're not showing the final Zoom.
Where do you see it? Yes, it's
Line
just for
10.
practice. Yes,
Okay, that's why I was asking. All right, thank you.
it's just for practice. I'm
Does
sorry,
that-
what?
Does that change if it has the yud at the end, then that changes the meaning as opposed to if you have the final chaf?
Yes, yes, it would change
That's
it.
the difference because that's why you use it differently at the end because it would change the meaning of the word.
Yes. And like I said, you can never have this one at the end without anything else. Okay, it is for practice. We're practicing here to get that sound. But in a word, it's going to be a final chaf. Or if it is this chaf, it's going to have a yud after it, or sometimes an aleph after it. It'll have something else after it because it's always beginning or middle, but never at the very end. At the very end would always be your final chaf. Okay? So here they're showing it's going to sound the same. It's a cha, 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 cha. It sounds the same, but it's different. This is your ending one, your final chaf. This is your chaf, goes anywhere in the beginning or end. So we're not going to repeat these 1 and 2. It is the same as a chaf, but we're going to put it with some vowels. And I think I left off at Dorothy. No, Janice. Did I leave off at Janice? Yeah, Leslie. Leslie, if you would read line 3, please.
Chi, chi, che, 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 chi.
Yes, great. And Helena, line 4.
He, hey, he, he, he,
Right,
hey,
hey. And you have to have that guttural sound to it. It sort of sounds like you're making it a hey. So get that ch in there, all right?
Okay. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
hey, and hey.
Yes, yes. That was good for you. You saw. That's the A. And here's your E. So very good. Okay. Margie, let me hear you do line 5.
He, Lee, he, me, mich,
Yes.
he, lech,
Yes.
lay, wait a minute, lechech.
Yes. I know. It's hard. It's a mouthful. But
Could
there
you
are
say that word? Can you say it?
lechech.
Okay, lechech.
You said the che and then you add the ch. Lechech. Right. And I will tell you in some prayers, there are some that have a mouthful like this. I'm always telling the kids, I know it's a mouthful, but if you do each letter at one at a time, you'll get it. So, okay. Let me see. Mary, where are we? We are at line 7.
7. Me, le.
There's no le because there's no 2 dots. So it's a blend.
Okay. Meal,
And what's that?
meal, he,
2 dots.
2
2
dots
dots.
is 2 dots is hey. Hey. Hey.
Che. Yes. A.
Okay.
So put it together
Yeah.
again.
Meal, hey.
Meal. Che.
Hey.
All right, next one.
Okay. Meal, hey.
No. Che.
Oh, meal, hey.
Okay.
This is the same, right? Meal,
Yes.
hey.
Mm-hmm.
Meal, hey. Meal, hey.
All right. You have to have that che. Che. All right. It's hard. I know it. It's like, but it sounds terrible, but it is a guttural. It comes from the back of the throat. So well, we all say Hanukkah and we say challah, and that's the same. It's that ch sound.
Mhm.
Okay. Dorothy, if you would read 8, please.
Melche, Melche.
No, not me. Say it again, please.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Melche.
Yes.
Okay. Melche, 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 Melche.
Right. Thank you. I couldn't, you're talking down, so it's sometimes hard to
Oh,
hear it.
sorry. Okay.
That's okay. I do the same thing. I start talking, looking the other way, and everybody says, we can't hear you. So, okay. Janice, please do 9.
Melche, 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 Melche.
Yes. Good. Good. Okay. So it's just getting that ch sound in there. And Leslie, if you do line 2, 10, sorry. It's 2 digits.
Leche,
Yes.
leche, 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 leche.
All right. So as you had said, everybody, this is for practice. In a word, if it was le, che, there would be 2 dots under that lamin. It's a shvat. And the 2 dots tell you that you just hear the sound of the letter. Le, me, ne. So, but because he does it this way as a practice. So as he says, schaf is used at the beginning or in the middle of a word. This one with the long line is used at the end of the word. That's our final chaf. And as he pointed out here, mal che, it is a che, but there's a letter after it. So that puts it in the middle, not at the end. All right. Okay. So we're doing good. So here we talk about this mal che, and here's the yud at the end. And he shows us the yud. The yud doesn't really say anything. It kind of, some people add a little yes at the end, some people don't. It's kind of hard because yud is not anything of a strong sound. But here we say the 2 dots A, and this, it would be A. So it's the same. You hear the chaf, and you have that yud there. So let's go, Helena, please read line 1 for me.
Hey, 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 no, hey.
Hey, right, hey. It's a lot of, we tend to sometimes say, put the hey in there, huh, but it's a huh. Okay, good. Margie, line 2.
Che, leche, 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 che.
Okay. And line 3 is Mary.
Lehe, 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 le.
Yes, he threw that in. Okay. Dorothy, line 4.
Mi melech, leche, leche, melech.
Right, Melech. If you say me Melech, from our king, me meaning from, with kind of thing, so with ruling, so it's a word we'll see sometimes. Okay, Janice, line 5.
Milche, 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 milche.
Yes, thank you. And Leslie, line 6.
Meelge, 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 meelge.
Good, yes. So you blended. That's what we did. We blended. If it had the 2 dots, it would generally be me leche, le. Okay. Line 7 is Helena, line 7.
Melche, Mel, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Again. Melche, 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 and Melche.
Okay, all right. And Margie, line 8.
Malche, Melech, Malche, Melech, Malche.
Right. Okay. So he wants you to get the difference at this final chaf, and that's the sound melech. Whereas it was you hear a che, we hear it differently. It could have a vowel there. It could have an ah vowel in there. Many words do. But just so you know, it's just a ch sound. All righty. Mary, line 9.
Mel, hey. Um, me, melech,
Yes.
mel, hey, mele,
Mhm.
mel,
All right. Say,
me,
say it again. You stopped and you started. Do this one
yeah,
again where
okay.
I'm point.
Mel, hey,
Yes.
me, melech, mel, hey, mel, hey.
Good. Okay, good. Yes. So as he says, he keeps pointing out that the this is A, as in May, which is A. Okay. So line 10, let's go with Dorothy, if you would read line 10.
You say like from the mem?
Yes, just the sound of it.
Okay, so lache, 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 lache.
Yes, yes, okay. And he gives us the word again, malche. It's an A, and this always is an A. Even though there's a Y on the end, you don't hear it any differently than A, May. It's just how you hear it. So, okay. Now, a new vowel. Okay. We have the vowel A, 2 dots, the vowel E, 1 dot. Now we come to this vowel, which is A, which is a line or a little T. And that's the sound of A. Just not like Abba means father. So let's go with this. And Janice, if you would read, I'm going to have each of you read 2 lines now. So Janice, if you would read 1 and 2, please.
Okay. Ma, 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 la, 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 la. Ma la, ma la, la ma, la ma, la la, ma ma.
Good, thank you. All right, and then Leslie, lines 3 and 4.
Ma, 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 mal, mal, mal. Mal, 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 mal.
Good, very good. Okay, and then Helena, lines 5 and 6, please.
Mal, 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 hey, hey, ma, mal, lache,
It's just
mal,
lit. It's just lit. There's not la. It would be liche.
hey, malche, malche,
Okay, good. And let's see, 7 and 8. So that was Helena. Margie, if you would do 7 and 8, please.
Malche, 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 Malche. Che, che, leche, mal, mal, malche.
Yes, thank you. Very good. All righty. And Mary, let's do lines 9 and 10.
Mal, hey, mal, hey, mal, hey, malech.
What? Say, what's that first one?
Melech,
Good. Mm-hmm.
mal, lay.
Yep. Look it again.
Let's see.
These two actually
Malach.
blend. The first two blend.
Oh, Malach.
No.
Oh,
Ma-
Mal.
mm-hmm.
Mal. Two dots. Hey.
Yes. Okay. And 910.
Mal. Hey. Melech. Mal. Hey. Melech. Mal. Hey.
Good. Yes. Okay. And back up. Dorothy, please do the last two for me.
Mi, lech, mine, minele, lech, malache, no, malche, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Mimelech, malche, mimelech, malche.
Good. Yes. Thank you. So the ah is, as they say in Shabbat. You see that. You'll see either the straight line or the one that's a little like a little T. And it's always that ah sound. And I won't confuse you with anything else. This is actually Sephardic we are learning because Ashkenazic is a little bit different in some of the letters and in one or two of the vowels. So we learn Sephardic, which is how they do it in Israel. And in, I would say, 95% of the Hebrew schools, they're learning the Sephardic. You still find some men who learned Ashkenazic, and when you hear them in synagogue, they're saying it in the Ashkenazic. I'll give you a for instance, shouldn't confuse you. We say a talit, okay? It's a tav at the end, but you used to hear talis, a talis. They would make it a suv, tough suv. So it's different now. The Sephardic is only the t, the hard sound, and we say talit. But like I say, you will hear some men, mostly men, older gentlemen who learned the Ashkenazic, and so they say it that way.
I
And
guess
that's fine.
Shabbat and Shabbos also.
Right. Yes. They would say Shabbos and they, good Shabbos and Shabbat. That's, yes. So it's a tav at the end. We look at it with the dot and without the dot. You'll learn that a little bit later as a tav. That's the tav. Whereas it used to be tav suv. And I will tell all of you that I grew up learning Ashkenazic. I was raised in a modern Orthodox environment, and it was the Ashkenazic. And when my children got to Hebrew school, I had to relearn a lot of things because they were doing Sephardic, and I wanted to do it the way they were doing it. So it took a while, and I made a lot of mistakes, but you get it. All righty. So now we're going to go on. We've got more time. So it shows two E's because it's E, and on that color coded, it's in green. So it's one dot or one dot with a yud, and it's always that sound of E. So melachim, that's what this is. So they're also giving you right here where my cursor is. That's another final. That's a final mem, and I don't think he's put it anywhere in there, but that final mem always looks like that. It's kind of squared at the bottom and rounded at the top, and it's your sound at the end of a word, only at the end of the word. So here we have the mem here, which has a little opening in the bottom, melachim, but we're practicing this E with a yud, E, melachim. Okay, so let's go. I think I finished with Dorothy. Okay, Janice. Read two lines for me, please.
Me, Lee, me.
Me. Okay, you skipped the me, but that's okay.
Okay.
It's a lot. And the next line?
She, me, me.
Yes, thank you. Okay, and Leslie, lines 3 and 4.
He, Lee, Lichi,
Mm-hmm.
Michi,
Good.
Chi, Lachi, Lachi, Lachi.
Wonderful. Okay. And then Helena, lines 5 and 6.
La, la, mala, mala, lahi, lahi,
Okay.
chi, lahi, lahi, mala, mala, malachi.
Okay. Good. And then Margie, lines 7 and 8.
Chi, lachi, lachi, malachi, malachi, chi, malachi, chi, malachi, chi.
Good. Thank you. And Mary, lines 9 and 10.
Um, Melech, Mal, Mal, he,
2 dots.
Mal, two hats, Malhe,
Yes.
Malat,
Meh.
Mala,
It's just meh.
oh, I see. Melahe,
1 dot.
Melahi,
Yes.
Melahi,
Hmm.
Melahi.
Good. And then this.
Okay, one dot. Me Melech, Malahe,
It's actually blends.
okay,
Malche.
Malhe, Malhe, Maha, Mala, Melahe,
Nache. 1 dot.
Melahi,
Right.
Melahi, Melahi.
Good. Yes. Okay. So as he says the 2 dots, it's that E sound. He says team, and you'll see on the what I sent you is like in green, but it's that just a strong E sound. And here it is, 1 dot with the yud. You can sometimes have it just 1 dot. We'll see that later. But melachim, and as I said, this is the final mem, and we're going to get to that next. So the final mem always at the end. And as we said in this word, melachim. So he shows the mem, and at the beginning and the middle, it looks like this with a little opening at the bottom. Always at the end, it is this. It is closed, it is squared off on the bottom and rounded on the top, and it's that sound. So let's go. I'm going to skip line 1. I think you all can get that. It's just the sound. But let's go to line 2 and 3, and I'm going to go backwards. Mary, lines 2 and 3.
Meme, Lean, Him, Lam, Lam,
Mm-hmm.
Lem, Lem,
2 dots.
no, Lean, two dots. Lame,
Good.
Lam, Lam, Mem,
I'm sorry, say it again.
Mem, Mem,
Not mem. It's 2 dots. I hope you don't hear my dog barking. Okay, it's 2 dots.
that's name, name,
Yes, mame.
Mame,
And then this.
Mem is
Mem.
Mem.
Good. Yes. All righty. Yeah. And let's see. Margie, lines 4 and 5.
Main, lame, chim, chim, no, yeah, chim
Yes.
and chim,
Good.
chim, 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 chim.
Good. Yes. Okay. And then Helena, lines 6 and 7, please.
Lachim,
Not la. 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 Chim.
Lachim,
Yes.
La, Chim, Me, Melach, Melachim, 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 Melachim.
Good. Yes. Thank you. And Leslie, lines 8 and 9.
Malchei, Melachim, Melech, Malchei, Melachim,
Good. Okay.
Mimelech, Malchei, Malchim.
Good. Yes. Very good. Okay. And line 10, Janice, please.
Melech,
No, look at it.
Me.
Line 10.
me, melech,
Yes.
me, melech, malchei, malchim,
Not Mal, Milachim.
melachim.
Yes. Okay. So he says the mem is used at the beginning or in the middle of a word. As I said, this one that's all closed is used only at the end of the word. That's why we call it the final mem. Honestly, lots of people get them confused and get it confused, and they actually get the final mem confused with another letter, which we'll get to later. Just try and concentrate that. You know that it's squared off on the bottom and then it's rounded at the top. The regular mem has an opening at the bottom. Okay, so let me see. One more. How are we doing time-wise? We're good. Okay, so now we're into the letter hey, which is they say it's like an H, but it's you just it's like blowing a Kleenex. It's just a huh sound. It's not. It is. There's no huh. It's huh huh. So like in hello, how, that kind of thing. So the hey and what it does is you hear the vowel with that huh sound. So this is ham lachim, ha ha ham, and it would be a blend ham lachim. So you basically hear the vowel with a huh above it. It would be hey, he. There's other vowels, and there's he. So that's how it would sound to you. So we're going to go. Oh, Dorothy, this is too easy for you. But Dorothy, if you'll do lines 1 and 2, and let everybody hear how that sounds.
So he, hey, he, he, he. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a sorry.
Yes. Okay, good. All righty. And let me see. I'm going to go back again down the way. I'm using your names on my list is what I'm doing. So Janice, lines 3 and 4, please.
Ha, ha, ha.
No, not a
ha,
not a h. It's a ha.
ha, 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 ha.
Okay.
Hala, hama,
Look at this
hama.
again. No. Stop. This second one. Let me hear you say that one again.
Oh, ha, ha, hama, ham, hama, hami,
Okay, it's
hame.
meh. Okay, chame. But I'm hearing you have a guttural part to that hey. It's just blowing with it. It's ha, not ha. It's ha, ha la, ha che, ha ma. Up here it was ha ha. That made sense. Ha ha. It got it. But you want to make sure you don't give it any stronger sound like a chet or a chaf. It's the blowing with it. It's clearer. All right. Okay. Leslie, lines, where are we on? 5 and 6, I think. Is that what we're on? Yeah, 5 and 6.
Hamer, Hamele, Hamelech, Chame.
Okay, so stop. I'm hearing a cha also. You don't want to hear that guttural sound at all. You want to hear it as wind, ha, as you just the wind. So it's ha meh, ha melech, ha melech, ha meh. Ha actually means the. So, for instance, with the prayer over breads, ha motzi, ha, not cha. It's ha motzi. You'll get it, but you just want to make sure you're only hearing it blowing through it, blowing that vowel. All right, and then line 6, please.
Cham, chamala, chamalache, chi,
Yes, good.
chi, chamalache, chi. Oh,
Yes, good. Okay, you got it. Good. All right. Okay, it's. Let's go on. Let me hear someone else. Leslie, Helena, have you? Helena, just read line 8.
Line 8.
Am I, wait a minute. Where are we? No, read line 7.
You on 7? Okay. Hamlachi, hamlachi, hamlachim,
Good.
hamlachim.
Good. Okay. And line 8. Oh, Eileen Kramer. Hello. Welcome. Okay. We're a little bit towards the end, but that's okay. All righty. So let me see. Actually, Eileen, how are you on reading? How have you been on reading? I can't hear you though. And you're not muted, but I can't hear you. Now you're muted. Yeah, you're muted. And
sometimes they turn the volume up.
yeah, possibly you have to turn the volume up and then unmute and turn the volume up. All right, I'm going to move forwards because we're toward the end of the class. How about just listening, and then afterwards I can talk to you a little bit about what we've done, okay? So, Margie Kramer, read line 8.
Malche, hamlachim, hamlachim.
Good, thank you. Mary, line 9.
Mele, malhe, hamla, him.
Yes, Chaim, good. Okay, very good. Eileen, you want to try and unmute and see if we hear you? Talk. No, I'm not hearing you. Something's wrong with your volume, hon. Sorry. Okay. We're going to move on though. Dorothy, if you would read line 10.
Mi melech, malache, hamalachim.
Good. Okay. So as it says, the hey. Hey is always sounded at the beginning or in the middle of a word. It can be in the middle. It is silent at the end of the word. It can be at the end of the word, the hey, but you don't hear anything. Just like an aleph at the end of the word is silent. So the hey is silent. Lecha is this word down here, and you don't hear the H at all, the hey, which he refers to it as an H. And as I say, if you put ha at the beginning of a word, it means the. So Hamelech was the king, and like Hamotzi is the blessing, and you use it many times. So let's see what the time is. It is 11, so I'm going to stop share. You all are doing great, and I hope it feels more comfortable to a lot of you. Keep going over your sources, but you're doing really good. So I think we'll just moving forward with it. Maybe next time we'll do a little bit of Bierman. We'll switch back and forth because Bierman does it a little differently, but it also gives you the letters and it gives you the vowels. So we'll do it a little differently. We'll switch back and forth. So, ladies, thank you. I hope you had a good morning, and I'll see all of you next week. And if I see some of you on my cone, would be wonderful. All right. So take